White House says Trump supporters are an extreme threat to our democracy. Oh my gosh, this is some ignorant stuff. It really enrages me. Uh, First off, we're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic. This is what happened when you don't know history, you don't know anything about this country. You just throw out these terms. We're not a democracy. And secondly, I think, but they mean when they say democracy, they mean the liberal world order. And if that's the case, then it is true. We are an extreme threat to the liberal world order because we know the crap that they're trying to pull, and we call them out on this stuff and how unconstitutional a lot of the things they are doing and how corrupt they are, and we call them out on that. So if that's the case, then yes, we are an extreme threat to their so-called democracy. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here, and there's also a link to my Twitter where I post stuff all throughout the day. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning, and I could be posting some news that I might have read. So check that out as well. All right, let's talk about this news. According to the White House press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, I can't stand her, but Joe Biden considers Trump supporters an extreme threat to our democracy, and that means the 71 million people, me included, that voted for Trump are an extreme threat to their democracy, or what I like to call the liberal world order, which they're pushing all this crazy ideology from climate change to identity politics and to the destruction of the family and all that evil stuff that they're pushing. They think we're a threat to that, and I would agree with them. We are a threat to that because we don't believe in none of that idiocracy that they're pushing. But quote, President thinks there is an extremist threat to our democracy, Jean-Pierre said during Wednesday's press briefing. The president has been clear as he can be on that particular piece. When we talk about our democracy, when we talk about our freedoms, the way that he sees it is that MAGA Republicans are the most energized part of the Republican Party, the extreme. This is an extreme threat to our democracy, to our freedom, to our rights. No, you are the one that are killing our freedom. You guys are the ones that's destroying our rights. You're trying to take away our Second Amendment. You're trying to take away our freedom of speech by going to these platforms and telling these platforms not to post people. You're arresting people for stuff that people normally don't get arrested for, and you're sending and using the FBI as your own Gestapo. And this is crazy, and they're basically projecting. That's what this is. This is projection. But later, Johnpierre also falsely claimed that MAGA Republicans, quote, just don't respect the rule of law and are pursuing an agenda that takes away people's rights. So take a look at this crazy stuff.
The president thinks that there is an extremist threat to our democracy. The president has been clear as he can be on that particular piece when we talk about a democracy, when we talk about our freedoms. The way that he sees is the MAGA Republicans are the most energized part of the Republican Party. This is an extreme threat to our democracy, to our freedom, to our rights.
I'm going to keep it honest. I have a disdain for this woman. She is antithetical to everything that I believe. I mean, she is doing everything she can to destroy everything foundational to black people because of the stuff that she's pushing with the policies that she's pushing with Joe Biden, and she's behind this whole feminist agenda that's destroying black families. It's horrible. I have a deep disdain. I'm not going to hide it for Jean-Pierre. She's evil, and she's doing the bidding of these crazy leftists. But Joe Biden claimed on the campaign trail and during his inauguration that we needed to unify the country, yet he has repeatedly embraced extremist and divisive rhetoric. And I called it when he first said he wanted to try to bring people together. I knew it was a lie. But quote, what we're seeing now is the beginning of the death knell of an extreme MAGA philosophy. It's not just Trump, it's the entire philosophy that underpins the I'm going to say something. It's like semi-fascism. Biden said last week in Maryland. And when he made that statement, I was like, okay, here they go. They're coming. They're definitely coming for us now. First, they call us semi-fascists. Then they're going to call us fascists. And first of all, let's define that term, fascism. So I'm gonna break out the old Googler, and let's see what Google has to say about fascism, which of course sends me to Wikipedia. I hate using Wikipedia because if I do any type of reporting or anything like that, most of the time I do not use Wikipedia, because back when I was in school, when I was in college, they would always say, use journal articles, never use Wikipedia. So I never use Wikipedia for things like this. But just for giggles, let's see what Wikipedia has to say about fascism. Okay. Um, Wikipedia says fascism is a far right authoritarian ultra nationalist political ideology and movement characterized by dictatorial leader, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition, belief in a natural social hierarchy, subordination of individual interests for the perceived good of the nation and race, and strong regimentation of society and economy. So, okay, let's break this down and see if this sounds like a Trump supporter. It said dictatorial leader. Okay, people that support Trump believe in the Constitution, not a dictatorship. The Constitution is the foundation of everything. So, okay, that you got to strike there. Centralized autocracy. Autocracy. So, what is autocracy? Autocracy is a system of government in which absolute power over a state is concentrated in the hands of one person whose decisions are subject neither to external legal restraints nor regularized mechanisms of popular control. And and they call us populist. They call us populism. So it's definitely not autocracy when you have populism. And plus, again, Constitution. The Constitution is what is our foundation. So we're not autocratic. And then it got militarism. Militarism is the belief or desire of government or a people that a state should maintain a strong military capability and to use it aggressively to expand national interests and or values. It may also imply glorification of the military and the ideals of professional military class. But we don't believe in a military class. We do support the military. We do support our troops. So I don't know about that one. Forcibly suppression of opposition. That is the left that's doing that. The left has sent in the FBI against people on the right, against Trump supporters. So we're not that. That's them. So again, projection. Belief in natural social hierarchy. I'm not really too sure exactly what they mean by that. Social hierarchy. We don't believe in a social hierarchy. We believe in America first. We believe that anyone can make it in America if they work hard. So that's not really a social hierarchy. It's more like a meritocracy. You know what I'm saying? And then we got subordination of individual interests. No, we are individualists. We believe in the individual. So this is so by definition, we are not the fascists here. And this is ridiculous that they're even saying this. And Biden will double down on this bitter, divisive rhetoric in a primetime speech on Thursday. He will talk about the progress we have made as a nation to protect our democracy, but how our rights and freedoms are still under attack. A White House official told ABC News. Yeah, I agree with that. Our freedoms are under attack, and it's on the attack from the left. That's who's attacking our freedoms. That's the one who want to mandate jabs. They're the one that won't allow you to utilize your freedom of speech. They're the ones that want to take away your rights to own a gun. They're the ones that want to tax you into oblivion just to breathe. So this is the left that's doing this. Again, That's why I keep using that term as a psychological term, projection, where you take your negative qualities, your negative characteristics, your negative ideals, and you put that on someone else. And that's exactly what they're doing. And he will make clear who is fighting for those rights, fighting for those freedoms, and fighting for our democracy, what the White House had said. In other words, Biden needs a distraction from the bad publicity his administration has received in the wake of the raid on Mar-a-Lago. I'm sure slandering Trump supporters as fascists won't motivate them to vote in droves in November. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what you think about all this crazy mess. Leave your comments down below, like, share, and subscribe, and check out democrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.